So there are two segments that Akiti had developed. One segment was one-liners, which were to be expanded upon. So here are the three reasons why hate speech is, does not work or something like that. I cannot remember the exact sentence. I really like that for the October, campaign or the October social media, videos, because you know, um, to me, that's directly affecting what is happening in the US in terms of, you know, the hate speech against Muslims, against immigrants, against, so that we are getting, no matter what the political structure is, and I'm not talking political structure here, so that it really reinforces, and I'd rather it be a positive message rather than a negative message. So, you know, um, countering hate speech means caring for our fellow human beings,
Yeah.
speaking up for hate speech, speaking up against hate speech, da 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 da. So it's like active notions, so being very active. And there were one or two sentences that Akiti had that were very good leading into it. Akiti also developed scriptures like I am Jewish, and this scripture, you know, addresses violence and hate speech, violence, and speaks against violence, basically. These are a little bit longer, and my first reaction to them was I would listen to them in more of a context of a religious holiday. So, meaning like a Ramadan, Christmas, Hanukkah or something like that. I would listen to it like if the Abrahamic faiths were represented throughout those various moments. I could sort of understand that. I'm not quite sure how it fits in the October events that we're trying to do. I think the October events that we're trying to do are much more to the point, like very short, and say, I am Jewish. I have friends that are Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, Jewish, and I really, I think cohesiveness is important or something. I know it sounds vacuous what I'm saying right this second, but it's something to that effect where people are passionate about, you know, knowing the other, knowing that, I mean, the other is their friend, not their enemy. Okay.
Okay.
And
And all right.
speaking against hate speech, I mean, speaking for countering hate speech.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yes.
I am going to, any other thoughts that you wanted to include on this, or did you want me to stop recording?
No, yeah, you can stop recording. I think I want to go over it with Akiti and see.
So what I really liked was here are three things to do to counter hate speech. It could be tightened up. Here are three things, to counter a hate speech, directly. You can jump in there. And I like this because you could have three people speak. So you could have a Buddhist, a Muslim, and a Jewish person speak to that effect. So it could be very short, a one sentence. First, yeah, blank, second blank, third blank. I do want to see what the language that would be used for this and also run it by Karen. That would be something that I would do with Karen. But if you could, if you and Akiti, so if Anthony and Akiti can develop a little bit, what is the response to 3 points here? That would be great. And I like the idea of having 3 different people answer that, you know, and it's almost as if this here is a caption that comes before the people speak. So it's like instead of it being spoken, it's a caption and then it's, you know, or a slide. Yeah, and then you have the 3 people speak. Um, let's see, we are always faced with differences of religion. Yeah, I love this. 3 things you need to know about countering hate speech. Either one is fine. I like this. We have done posters to that effect. I am you, you are I. We do have images of this. I am, I mean, you know, I am you, you know, so I have images to that effect. And then we can continue with we can stop hate speech, embrace the beauty. I love that, you know. That could be done. It has to be more than 3 videos or 4 videos. I feel that this is a little bit more, you know, where people are basically asked to almost pass the torch or something like, you know, in here or pass the phone. Um, I'm very cautious that we cannot do anything before October 7th and even the week after October 7th.
Sense.
So whatever we're doing, we're not doing it prior to October 15th on that level. And then I'm skipping right to the scriptures here. So I am a Jew, and Sanhedrin 37a stating da 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 da. I believe hate and violence have no place in the world. It feels a little bit, how can I say? It's educational, but at the same time, it feels a little bit heavier on the social media. So I'm not these are the ones I was saying that they are connected probably to a religious holiday so that one gets to understand a little bit more about Ramadan, a little bit more about Hanukkah, a little bit more about, you know, Christmas. So I'm not sure. And this feels also that it could be global. You know, it doesn't need to be just North American context. Um, so it could be several passages of the Quran, several passages of the Bible, several passages of the Torah. So either way, but it feels much more global to me. This could be really contextualized here in the United States. You know, it's almost like we are all immigrants, and you know, we have diversity. We have, you know, I mean, I don't want to speak against a party in particular, but I think that it's important to find some cohesiveness there. So I could see this being well developed, you know, and some of it does not, and it could almost be here are the things I do to counter hate speech, or here are the 3 things we do to counter hate speech, which feels like it could be much more, straightforward. Okay,
Yes, having this document made it a lot more easier to
yeah,
have it in front of your face
yeah,
and also understand it.
yeah. So anyway, so those are my first reactions. Great work.
Okay.
Send me, I would like to review the letter that goes out, the email that goes out. I would like to review it prior to it going out. So just go ahead and send that to me. Okay?
You got it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.